All right, Four on the Floor brought to you by Citywide Banks. 4 questions, 30 seconds each. You hear the bell, you're supposed to keep quiet. All right, first question. You are in charge of a college football program. Who would you rather have as your head coach, Urban Meyer or Nick Saban? Arguably the two best coaches in college football.
Nick Saban has won championships at 2 universities.
4 altogether.
Urban Meyer's won championships at 2 universities. I like Urban Meyer better than I do Nick Saban. When Nick Saban said that line about I don't take hypothetical questions, my next question to him was, hypothetically speaking.
I look at this as a Bobby Knight, Mike Krzyzewski dilemma. Who would you rather have coaching your kid? They both win. They both have multiple national titles on their resume. But do I really want to go through the brain damage of Bobby Knight? No. Give me Krzyzewski. In this case, give me Urban Meyer versus Nick Saban. Saban just doesn't seem likable to me. Urban Meyer seems like a regular guy. I'd rather go with him. He's less brain damage if I'm running the program. Second question. Jameis Winston or Marcus Mariota? Who do you want now, and who do you think is going to have the better NFL career?
I think I know your answer to this, but I'm going to say Mariota. I think he's going to have a solid NFL career. I think Winston has a chance of flaming out like RG3 and EJ Manuel and some of these other guys. I think Mariota is going to be solid. You may not like him because he's going to probably be Alex Smith-like.
Actually, I like Marcus Mariota. I think he has.
Who is Alex Smith-like?
No. I think
Alex
he has.
Trebek-like.
I think Marcus Mariota has all the tools to be a really good NFL quarterback. He just needs a little time under center, which he never had at Oregon. He always played out of the shotgun or the pistol. I worry about. I don't want Jameis Winston on my team. I worry about all that stuff that went on at Florida State, and I also don't. He's a good athlete, but I think character enters into the equation. I like Mariota. I like Mariota's athletic skills better than Jameis Winston, and I like Mariota's character better than Jameis Winston. I'm going with Mariota. Number 3, the new point after touchdown rule, the PAT rule. Good or bad? Do you like it or not?
Aaron Rodgers made me think about something.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers said weather is going to be a factor. So if you are Morton Anderson and you are the kicker for the Atlanta Falcons, you're playing half your games, more than half your games, because you played New Orleans.
Right.
You're going to play at least 9 or 10 of your games indoors. That's why he might make the Hall of Fame. I think he'll be judged poorly by that. But really, in Green Bay, do you want to have to kick 33-yarders all the time in sub-freezing temperatures, or Cleveland or New York where there's swirling winds all the time?
I think teams.
Aaron made a great point, and I'm kind of rethinking this.
Somebody else also said that there will be more injuries because teams are going to be trying to block. It's easier to block a 33 or 34-yard kick attempt than it is a kick attempt from the 2-yard line. So guys are going to be going after it harder when the other team is kicking. I agree with that. I don't like the rule at all because I do believe the teams in bad weather stadiums, bad weather cities, have a distinct disadvantage when it comes to this because most coaches are conservative. They want to kick it instead of trying to knock it in for 2 points. Yeah. What did you want to say?
I was just going to add that guys don't even try on extra point.
Right.
They just
but they will on a 33 or 34-yard kick, which will lead to more injuries. Lastly, what NFL head coaches are on the hot seat right now? Give me 1 or 2 head coaches that need to win or they're going to be out of work at the end of the season.
John Fox.
No.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I hadn't thought about this. Come back to me.
Okay, I'll give you a few.
Because you've thought about it.
Yeah, Joe Philbin in Miami. They put a lot of talent in his locker room. And they were thinking about firing him during the whole Richie Incognito thing because they thought he lost control of his locker room. If he doesn't win this year, I think there's an opening in Miami. They believe that they have a chance to win the division. Jim Tom Sula in San Francisco, I think, is in trouble. It's his first year. I know that sounds crazy. I know it, but if Kaepernick doesn't show improvement, and I don't think this guy is head coach timber, I think they might cut the cord with him very, very quick. It's going to be a disastrous season in San Francisco this year.
I'm going to give you 2.
Okay.
How many you wanted? Was 2?
A couple. Sure.
Ron Rivera, Carolina. he's been on the hot seat all along.
They need to win finally.
Yeah, Cam Newton, they're not going to just waste away. And Jay Gruden. Because everybody's in a hot seat when you coach in Washington. That's what they do all the time. I would think they would be at the top of my list.
You think Mike McCoy is in trouble in San Diego if he doesn't make the playoffs?
Mike McCoy?
Yeah.
Oh, it's San Diego.
Yeah.
Mike McCoy. Oh.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the guy that took over the Nuggets.
Mike Malone. Yeah. Mike McCoy in San Diego. Does Mike McCoy?
I was thinking of Colt McCoy. I was thinking of Mike.
Do you think Mike McCoy needs to win to get to the playoffs to keep his job this year?
No. I think he's a good coach.
I think he's a good coach too, but I think he needs to win this year. All right.
Well, here's what I would think. As soon as you said that, my mind always goes in different ways. If they move to L.A., maybe they'll want a fresh start with a new coach. Maybe they would get somebody like...
They might have a new quarterback,
you know who
too.
They would probably get if San Diego Chargers go to... Who would you think they would go after if San Diego went to L.A. that would kind of spark people there? I'll give you a guy. I won't even make you think about it. Jim Mora.
Who's now at UCLA.
He is so popular out there. He's so popular. It might piss off half the people, but people go, yeah, boy, he belongs back in the NFL.
Maybe. If UCLA continues to play well, sure. Four on the Floor brought to you by Citywide Banks. They are a family-owned, Colorado-focused business bank. They have 12 locations across Denver and Boulder. They have a lot of services your business could use, and they support a lot of charities around Colorado. So do your banking where this show does its banking. That would be Citywide Banks.